New merch order from Peter.
Yo, Super Hide, what up, dude? How you doing? I like you like the emotes, dude. Yeah, I just chopped up clips from like the the Monster Tape Zero thing, and that's me when I'm like doing a filter sweep. I'm just like, I don't know. The GIF came out hella funny, dude. I'm glad you like it. How you doing? It's been a little bit. You been chilling, hanging out? Anything new with you, dog? Let me get this right here. And this one right here. Cool. We're good to go. Yeah, I gotta ship out a letter real quick. Kind of loud. Yeah, how you doing, dog? Yeah, we gotta get that. And then pretty much I'm shipping something out to William. They come through the chat a couple times. And I owe them a Monster Kingdom postcard. But yo, Diggly, what up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? Oh my god, it's Sunday. I got you on the hydrate, dog. Alright. I need to ship this to William. And William wanted Monster Tape Zero stickers. That's what it was. I'm just gonna grab a big old stack. I need 1, 2. Boom. That's plenty. And Juice the Goat, thank you, Juice. How you doing, dog? How's your Sunday? Thanks for stopping by. I'm honored to be the goat. You know what I mean? But yeah, dog. Thanks for stopping by, Juice. It's Simply Dale says Groovy, doing good, works good. Girlfriend's been home every day of the stream, but now she's gone, so I can dance. On song reference right there. So I'm finally back. Yeah, no worries, dude. I'm so glad to hear you would hang out with your girlfriend. That's awesome because I know y'all are doing like a kind of like a not like long distance, but like a little, you know what I mean? Like the time you guys have together is like very precious. So I'm glad to hear you're spending it with her. That's so adorable. I love that. If it means anything, too, real quick, Skyer, what's up, Skyer? How's your Sunday? How you doing, dog? How you feeling? If it means anything, Navi's kind of in a similar situation. Where like they've been like doing, I call him overtime boyfriend. You guys are both being overtime boyfriend right now. But yeah, so they've also been like just being in love, dude. So I'm super happy to hear that. Heck yeah. But what have I missed? How's everything? Not much. I mean, the biggest thing. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. The only thing you missed is the super silly thing I added to the stream. Well, you saw the emotes, so you already got that. And let's see if I can do this real quick. Last time it took me a little bit to set it up. But I can do this now, where I can, boom, look at this, look at this. I have like a phone camera thing that works. So that's pretty cool. So I can show off my apartment now. I got this Fully Cooley poster in my bathroom. And that's me. So yeah. And yeah, that's the only like thing you missed. But yeah, other than that, we're just chilling. But I'm doing good. But who is it? Good to see you. How you doing? Skyer says they're doing good on a Sunday. Let's go. That's super sick. I'm glad to hear you're doing good on a Sunday, Skyer. Somebody else says, oh, yeah. Also, yes, the emotes are clean. I'm glad you like the emotes. And, oh, hey, that's tough. I know, right? It took me forever to figure out how to do it, but I finally got it. So one of these days, we'll do Cooking with Kaiju. Because I want to, I don't know, I can set up my iPad because it has a camera on it. And I can use the chat on my phone, and then we can do it that way. But yeah, did you like the fact that it was like a flip phone? I don't know. That's pretty cool. But yeah, dude. I'll give William some of these too. 2 of these. I think I just got a big old package. Yeah, I did. And but yeah, Juice says, put all my friends onto the new CD. Good luck with the success. Hey, thank you, Juice. I appreciate it. Thanks for telling your friends. That means a lot, dude. That's like the highest compliment. Thank you so much. And thank you for the good luck, dude. Yeah, you know, we're just out here trying, making it work. I appreciate it, dude. Heck yeah. Who this says still a blob? I feel you on that. Hey, you know what? It be like that sometimes. Ooh, my bad. I drink too much. Now I'm talking, so I'm like all the air. Yeah, I feel it. Anything new happened this week for you? Who is it since we talked last on Tuesday? And then what other stickers would William probably want? Oh yeah, I give him some Lost Kingdoms. Yeah, I think that should be plenty. I'll be kind of surprised with William on that. I'll give him that. And Video says it makes so much sense. It's awesome. Hey, thank you, dude. But yeah, so what else? Since last time you were here, super random. I got into like tarot cards. So I talked to Sky about that a little bit. I have like a tarot card deck now. I've been making friends with that. That was really cool. I always feel bad meeting people in public because like now we're becoming friends. They're like, oh my god, like let's follow each other on Instagram. I was like, yeah, sure. But here's the thing. It's always so weird because they're like, okay, but here's the thing. I only have one Instagram, and if you DM me, it's gonna reply and say, hey, send me an email. And like, I feel like it's the like most unfriendly thing, you know what I mean, to like someone you just met in person. But I'm like, I'll give you my phone number, but I feel, you know what I mean? And it's because it's all like tarot stuff. It's like a lot of them are women, so I want to be like, hey, like here's my phone number instead. But like I'm trying, you know what I mean? I don't know. So I'm in like a weird, I don't know. So that's the only other thing that happened. So I'm making new friends doing my little astrology stuff. But Doom, hey Kaiju, what's up, Doom? How you doing? Doom69, that's a sick name. I love that. How you feeling? How's your Sunday? And who is it says, finally got my box of cream barbecue popcorn. Oh, today from my mom, she said I'm holding out from her after she found it. Lamau, yeah. I'm glad you got it. I did look into it. Who is it? I forgot if I told you or not. But I remember I looked it up on Amazon and the actual website. They're an East Coast based company. So the shipping cost all over me was like $20. So I was like, oh. So I never bought it just because I couldn't afford it. Not gonna lie to you. Because I'm on the West Coast. But yeah. And Logan says, yo, Mr. Kaiju is live. What's up, Logan? How you doing? How you feeling? How you been, dog? How's your Sunday? Subido says, just gotta layer it with you use it for business and it's your one and only. Yeah, that's what I do, Subido. I do tell them like, hey, this is my only Instagram. I think I might start telling, I don't know. I probably should just make a personal one, but at the same time, I'm like, then I gotta make a personal one and then I gotta post on it. It's like, I don't got time to you know what I mean? Maintain a social media outside of my one I already use. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yo, Mothman, how you been? It's been a second. How you feeling? It's going good for me. Chilling, just another Sunday, hanging out, packing orders as usual. Oh my god, I forgot to give a like to Jermaine. I've been forgetting. But yeah, it's going good. How about you, Mothman? And Doom, been a minute. We chatting your ads here and there. Oh yeah. What's funny is I remember people by their profile picture sometimes. Like it's like goofy where if we talk, I'll remember your profile picture first, and if we meet in person, then I'll remember your username. And then if like we hang out all the time, then I'll remember your real name. It's like my brain's weird. Like I even have some friends that in real life that I met through Discord, and to this day we talk like almost every day, and I'm like, yo, hey Greg. You know what I mean? I don't even call them their real name sometimes. It's funny. But who's it says, damn it, Jim. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, just, you know, they gotta scale up, so one of these days. Or if I'm ever on the East Coast, I'll try to stop by and find it there. But yeah, that's the only reason why I haven't tried it. Who's excited, like genuinely tried to buy it based on your recommendation. But yeah. And Logan says, I've been amazing. I made the custom front end. Hey, that's what's up. Working on promo pages, Linktree alternative. Yep, I actually just set mine up too. So they can easily put the promo links, shop links, and ad release links. Like Feature FM, alternative to Linktree. Yep, all that. That's what's up, dude. Have you looked into Card? That's what I'm using now. CARRD. And one other new thing for you, Simply Deo. Roses said we need to get Jermaine a bigger pot, and she was right. And now Jermaine, this is the last time I pick up Jermaine. I kind of said no more Jermaine showing off because Jermaine's pot is like huge now. Because Jermaine is like humongous. So yeah, Jermaine got another upgrade. Yeah, good lord, yeah. I'm growing an actual tree in the studio. Ugh. Jermaine just can't stop growing. But a Mothman says, I'm tired, but I'm about to try and start making some Nutella muffins, hopefully. Oh, dude, I love Nutella, dude. That's sick. Nutella muffins sounds super dank. Yeah, I found out I can't eat Nutella anymore because I got stomach issues. I was so sad. Ed Mexa Gamer, dude, what up? How you doing? How's your Sunday? How you feeling? Anything new with you? Logan says, yeah, I saw your link. The Bandcamp and email URL doesn't work, sadly. I would use card. The link in the Bandcamp email URL doesn't work, sadly. Huh? Which one? Could you email me which link is broken, Logan? I would use card, but it's annoying to get it to sync with the artist Shopify collection. Oh, yeah, it is. It is super tough. I agree on that. And Logan says, I have it set up so they use a Discord ID and it gets their collection. I feel it. Sick, dude. I'm glad to hear you guys all working. And who is it says, got to keep working out just to keep holding Jermaine. Yeah. Honestly, that's what it feels like. Because keeping it real, like, I pick stuff up sometimes, and I'm like, if I wasn't working out, there's no way I can do this. Yeah, David. But, yes, everything I think I need to send William, so we're good. I got them there. Yeah, that's everything. And, what's up, Tank Graphs? Good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Congrats on getting 30 subs on your channel. That's what's up. That's super sick. Doing your baseball signature channel. That's super dope. That's everything. And Mexicaver says, dang, no Nutella rip. I know, I used to eat hella Nutella. But it's kind of good that I stopped because I found out Nutella actually has like ridiculous amounts of sugar in it. So it's not a nice really good like alternatives in Nutella, but it's just like, you know, something to be aware of is how much sugar is in Nutella. It's kind of insane how much there is. Yeah, I'm mailing an actual letter. And always in the room. What up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling? I get the hazelnut stuff from Fry's. Oh yeah. It's funny, every time I do like a letter, I always have to like Google how to like address a letter. And Logan says, okay, it was just your email not loading. It goes to, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sick. Let me write that down. How should I do that? I want to write a reminder. I'll just put it right here. Now link broken on. I got it, Logan. Thank you. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, because someone else earlier was saying your email link's broken. I was like, what? I was like, it shouldn't be. Yeah, I did like a big like page migration the other day. But always in the room, step on hazelnut on my blueberry waffles for breakfast. Oh, that's so good. Or the store brand hazelnut stuff. That sounds so good, dude. Address a letter. And Roses, good to see you. I just got done playing 64 Mario Party with a good friend. It was funny. Oh yeah, yeah. OG Mario Party, the one for Nintendo 64, is hella funny. Okay, cool. Return address goes up here. Whee! And Logan says, you're welcome, goat. Heck yeah. Thank you, Logan. I'm wanting to be the goat, dude. Oh, I'm glad, dude, and I'm glad you're up the new Spider-Man movie. Has anyone else seen the Spider-Man movie? Should we talk about it? Or is anyone like, no spoilers, please? It was really good, that's all I'll say. Is actually, I went on, like the day after it came out. No spoilers? Okay. I went to save it for later. Yeah, but it's a really good movie. It's really, really good. I haven't yet. Yeah, y'all are sleeping, dude. You gotta go watch it. I'll be honest, I'm not like the biggest Marvel fan. I even, low-key, I goofed and didn't see the last Spider-Man movie. And I really wanted to. But yeah, yeah. And Logan said, I'm gonna need to ask you what size mailers you use and where you get them from my label. Yeah, just, if you don't mind, Logan, email me because I can send you the links directly that way. But I just use bubble mailers, and the secret is putting cardboard inside of them or like bubble wrap to like make sure they're extra safe because CDs are so fragile. All right. It's outside. Let me grab one of these real quick. Oh my god. Actually, I'll put this in here. And Civilio says, I know I'm oh my god, I know I'm not I know I'm upset I didn't this weekend for Spider-Man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you kind of messed it up a bit there. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the thing is I'm not like, again, it's just because I have friends that are like die hard, like gotta watch every Marvel movie. So they were like, one of my buddies like travels a lot for work, and I guess they end up like goofing and like booked the time to go travel for work when they were watch Spider-Man. So I got to take his place, and yeah, it was a good time. And who is it says it still ain't up to film watching movies? I feel that. Yeah, you're blobbing. I feel that. Yeah, because keep it real. One thing that was kind of a bummer about the movie is that the chairs they had like sucked, dude. My back hurt so bad after watching the movie. And again, I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but the movie's like 2.5 hours long. It's a really long movie. Like, thankfully, it's not like just drawn out. So like it should be 2.5 hours. Like you don't feel bored through it. But when you go to the theater, you're gonna be like, oh wow, that was a long movie. You know what I mean? Because sometimes movies are long just to be long. You know what I mean? But this one, thankfully, is not like long for no reason. And Always in the Room says, from the trailers, I'm stoked about the Punisher crossover. What everyone wants, Ghost Rider crossover. What? Punisher crossover. I hadn't seen those Punisher in the movie. And, unless you mean like another preview, Always in the Room. And Rosa says, the theater seats are comfortable, but my legs don't care. Yeah, yeah, usually they are comfortable, Rosa. Like, usually I love theater seats, but the one in particular we went to, I don't know, they were like, it's kind of like at a weird angle. I don't know, it was just weird. And me and all my buddies were like, dude, my back kind of hurts after. So yeah. And Subideo says, Mike during the week went and saw the Odyssey last week instead. Dude, like, someone got me with this. Simply Dale, I've been meaning to say this on stream for so long. But my Ken from Ken's song, my buddy's dad, he texted me the other day like, hey, have you seen the new movie with Matt Damon? And he was like, I was like, you talking about the Odyssey? And he's like, Odyssey, these nuts in your mouth. And I was like, no, you got me. So, yeah. I was like, fuck, dude. But Logan said, I got the movie chairs with 3D glasses and the miss. Oh, because the T-Mobile deals, I remember you mentioning that. But there wasn't much movie that was kind of underused. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I've always wanted to try one of those like 4D movies just because why not? But yeah, I was kind of afraid they would be a little like what you just described. But yeah, I got it always, if something's in the trailer, it ain't a spoiler, that's all I'm saying. Oh, I feel it, okay. He always in the room. Ed Lamau. Who says, wow. Who's Lamau? This is Lamau, no. Who says, you got set up for that? I really did. Got set up for it. And it was a good one, Roses. And then apparently it's been making the rounds online. Because as soon as my buddy's dad did that to me, I was like, no. It can't just be me. So a buddy I saw Spider-Man with, before we went to go see Spider-Man, and he was like, hey, you just confirm you still down for tomorrow? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, by the way, speaking of movies, do you want to go see the other one that's pretty popular right now? And he was like, the Odyssey? And I was like, Odyssey, these nuts in your mouth. And he was like, God damn it, I already knew you were going to say that. Yeah, I already knew. So yeah. As soon as he said it, I immediately texted him back before he could like undo the send, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I got first. So I think this should go. My bad, the orders are a little confusing. There we go. Cool. And Logan says the tickets for the 4D movies are like $40. Yeah, dude. I can imagine. Cool. All right, now we got signed 3 vinyl. But yeah, other than that, there's a bunch of stuff to talk about today. The biggest one is, did y'all see? I've been kind of following this low key, but did y'all see? Y'all ever heard of Rubbers by Phoenix Flexen? Well, I guess it's not by Phoenix Flexen. That's what I'm about to bring up. But Have you heard of that song, Rubbers? It's like the song's like stacking chips and something. Hating that I'm able. Who is it? No, okay. Well, pretty much there was like this really viral like meme song called Rubbers by this guy by Phoenix Flexin. And he was like this rapper, like face tattoos, like head to toe, bunch of chains, you know what I mean? And he made the most like goofy, kind of like 80s new wave song. And he made it. But like the song blew up and him and the producer were like, I swear on everything, we did not use AI, yada, 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 yada. And I think it got like people were making like music videos for it and stuff like that because it was like such a goofy song. People were like kind of like half making fun of it. But like the dude was like pulling in numbers. I'm trying not to play it. I want Spotify to think. Yeah, the guy ended up getting like 8 million monthly listeners off of this one song called Rubbers. And yeah, he filmed like a super fancy music video for it. But pretty much what happened, who is it? The punchline. They, after a ton of like AI detection music companies were like, no, even our models say it's not AI. One guy finally broke it down and found out his whole history and found the exact AI model he used and stuff like that and proved the song was AI after like months of people trying to prove that it was or not. And then the producer came on and was like, no, I swear it's not. Like showed the project file, but like wouldn't ever play the individual stems. And like, I don't know. Things started falling apart. You know what I mean? So yeah, so this guy ended up making like, I don't know, just this month alone, 8 million. I could, I know how to, if you do music full time, you can pocket watch on Spotify. It's like 8 million monthly listeners. You're gonna get 4 streams per listener on average, and you make about 1/3 of a cent per stream. He made 6 figures this month alone off that AI song because he was able to like make it a meme. Everyone, it went viral on TikTok, made it a meme, tricked everyone into thinking it wasn't AI, have everyone make a bunch of music videos for it and stuff, and then got found out. But the even sketchier part is the AI model he used, they completely rebranded as soon as the song came out. So that's what made it extra hard too, is because like as soon as the song came out, like 2 days before, I think, they renamed the entire company and all that. So people, there's something funny going on with this AI company and all that. So yeah. But Rosa says, I'm no longer surprised. And who is this? I'm not shocked at this point. Yeah. But I'm not too tripping about it. Like, because the thing is I still think here's the thing. If you listen to, don't listen to the song because it's made by AI, but if you listen to the song, it was like super goofy. And I'll admit, I was tricked because the dude was from LA, and that's the problem. I think I was extra suspicious because here's the thing. I was tricked. I was like, maybe it's not AI. Because you know why? I grew up with some friends that would all just hang out in the garage, and their older brothers would just smoke weed. And one of them looked low-key like the guy that made the song. It's not him. But I hung out with people who listened to weird music like that and would just like smoke blunts dipped in promethazine all day. And I was like, you know what? I can see someone like that making that song, not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Like I can imagine some goofy, like, because of that one friend, I was like, he would make this kind of song and be like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Mothman said, this is hella nice to listen to as I bake. I'm glad to hear it, Mothman. Yeah, we just be hanging out, chilling. Just, same old. Where was I? That's because I was doing that. Yeah, okay, cool. But Rosa says, Lamau, fair. Yeah. So that's why I kind of, not that I was ever like, oh my God, it's not AI. Let me just go on the internet and tell everyone it's not. But you kind of got me. Because if you live in LA long enough, you watch a song, you'd be like, I know a guy who looks like that guy who would make a song like this. You know what I mean? So yeah. But so that's a huge bummer. And I guess the guy got his money. But the big thing I think I've said about AI a bunch on the stream, and we've talked about a bunch, I think a lot of the music is just like, what's the story of it? More than sometimes the music itself. You know what I mean? And when the story is like, oh, I'm some like, tattooed up rapper, and I made this like super goofy song. Look how funny this is that I look like this, but the song sounds like this. And then when it goes viral, that's the story. Is like, oh, I'm listening to like this super hardcore rapper dude who's like from the streets, and he made like a funny little like new wave like silly song, you know what I mean? That's what makes it entertaining. But when you find out it's AI, the story is kind of like, oh, well, okay. So he's probably already in so many playlists and probably has all these connections now where he got away with it. But, you know, if he'd come out and said, oh, this is my, like, no one would have listened to it, you know what I mean? So I think it was more the marketing was smart than the AI was good. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not too worried about it. I think, you know, we're probably going to see every once in a while someone's going to be able to slick it and do something funny like this. But the dude probably doesn't have like much of a career outside of this one song, which, you know, sad, that's all you really need these days. But yeah, I mean, you get what I'm trying to say, I think. But Voidstrom, what up, dude? How you doing? I'm glad you found the emotes. How you doing, dude? How's your Sunday? Did you hear that Rubbers is AI made? Voidstrom, you got any opinions on that? And how's your convenience store job, dude? So I know you got your old job back. And Rosa says, speaking of AI, Twitch said they're just going to go through with their plan to use streams to train their AI, and I'm just fed up with it. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm telling you, 2028, I think it's all going to come crashing down. And they're going to be like, dang. Maybe we should have listened to the people when they said that we didn't want this. But the one thing I will admit that I do like, I hate to, but I do kind of like it. I don't know if we talked about it, but I do like when Instagram auto translates the reels with AI. I hate to admit it. Not that I hate to admit it, because it's weird that they change their mouth too. That's kind of creepy to me, because like they'll like speak in Spanish, but they'll translate the Spanish to English and then change AI generate their mouth to also speak English. It's really weird, but it's been so nice to get reels from like Mexico where they're talking about like Samurai Champloo, yada yada, because it's like such a cool perspective that I never got to see before. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like the idea of being able to communicate with people across the world, regardless of language. But yeah. And Voidstrom says, I'm chilling. I heard the end of it when I joined in. Absolutely hate AI. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, I hate AI. But there's little things like that, or like medical uses. I think it's like, you know, it's nice if it could detect cancer. You know what I mean? Because like, that's kind of lit. You know? I'm pro solve cancer. You know what I mean? No matter how it gets done, but yeah. But Rosa says, I have friends who don't speak English, so I'm open to AI translations, but changing. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, just it's so uncanny valley because, you know, the AI is going to translate the text, but sometimes when they like generate the mouth too, like it's like you can, I don't know. You know, in Sonic Adventure 2, where he's like, "Ha, I'm the real hedgehog around here," and it's like, "I'll make you eat those words." Like sometimes the AI generate will like the mouth. You can it's kind of like Sonic. You know what I mean? It's like that a little bit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And Mexigamer says, I've seen that. It's so crazy with the AI translation. Especially that'll sound like them with a perfect accent for the language. I know, Mexican, that's what trippies too. Because like, sometimes I'll turn off the AI just to see like what their actual voice sounds like. And they'll be like the same voice, just completely different like, you know what I mean? Accent and same tone. It's like, if this person spoke English, this is how they would speak it. You know what I mean? It's trippy. But Ambrosia says, why not text? Yeah, even if it was text only, I think that'd be kind of cool. Because sometimes I'd be down just to read the AI translated text. But yeah, you make your point, Roses. And Ambrosia says, also the job is good. I've been making a bunch of pieces for a drop in early fall. That's what's up, dude. I'm so glad to hear that you're back to just chilling in the convenience store and working on pieces. It kind of was the right job for you. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Not to, you know what's best for you, but even when you first described it, I was like, I felt like this is the perfect setup for you to do art and, you know, get paid. And Cute says, what's up, Cute? Good to see you. How's your Sunday? Good to see you. And Cute says, AI has its good uses. It's just the stupid and rich people want to use it to generate slop. Yeah, that's the real thing, Cute. Yeah. I'm anti-slop. I think all of us here are just anti-slop. It's less like the technology itself. I think a lot of us hate. It's just more just like the slop. So that's what I've gathered. I don't know. Let me not put words in everyone's mouth, but that's what it kind of seems like. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're just tired of the slop, dude. And Rosa says, I hate that YouTube did it without changing it, at least modified app, and it was chaotic. Changing it back, I mean. Oh, yeah. It's also crazy YouTube's been like training on YouTube videos. Is that what you're saying, Roses? What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Give me one of these. And Voichtram says, you're so right, Lamel. Yeah. But this time, Voichtram, I know you said you were doing all the pieces just for, you know, to give out to friends and stuff like that. This time I would say, hey, you know what, you're kind of cracked, dude. I'm not gonna lie, like in a good way. You're kind of cracked. I would say this time, at least, you know, I think we were talking about it before, but like even just selling for like $5, man, or just, yo, cover the shipping. Do what I'm doing with the CD of like, yo, free art pieces, just pay the shipping. see how that goes, dude. This time around, and see how that does for you. And Rosa says the translations. Oh, the translations. Yeah. So there are a couple videos where I'll watch like Japanese videos and watch just English translations. I know what you mean, Roses. Yeah. And Cute says, I kind of blame it all on short form content. I feel like once that started being the norm, a lot of things went down in quality, made people lazier. Yeah, Cute. Yeah. You're not wrong, dude. Yeah, kind of when short form blew up, it kind of, everything did kind of like, because everyone like just was like, I want now, you know what I mean? I want it now. That's one of the things I never really liked about like Twitter, because there was a point where I was like, I used to be a big Twitter person, way before Elon, but like this is like a realization I had before Elon and all the political stuff. But I was like reading Twitter and I was like, I feel like I'm learning here, but I was like, you know what? I don't think you can really understand any concept truly in like 10 sentences. Like nothing's worth like learning or like actually understanding can be done in 10 sentences, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's the same way for like short form, because it makes it feel like you're getting something out of it, but like anything truly entertaining that you want to connect with, like you can't do it in 60 seconds, dude. You just can't. So I agree a lot, Cute, but I wish it wasn't that way, but yeah. Voichtram says, I'm mass making prints. Laurel also doing a sticker drop in like 2 weeks. Yeah. All for sale. Okay, sick. And also, thank you so much. I worked hard on it. Heck yeah, dude. That's what's up. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad to hear you selling them this time, because I think you should, dude. Your art's super sick, dude. Your art is super, super sick. And who is it says, I blame TikTok for making that happen? Yeah. Yeah, TikTok kind of started it. And Rosa says, I'm guilty of watching a lot of short videos, but I miss the usual stuff. Yeah, I feel you on that. Do I watch a lot? The only time I watch short form videos is like when I'm going to the bathroom. Keep it real. It's the only time I really watch short form. Otherwise, I'm usually like watching long form YouTube videos. I watch a lot of like 3-hour YouTube videos because I'll just throw them on times 2 speed. And yeah. All right, I drank all my caffeine. But see, that's what I want to bring about AI stuff, is that it's crazy that they lied about it and then Loki got away with it, but the truth will be revealed eventually. So yeah. And Voichtram says, right back at you, stoked to see more of what's planned. Thank you, dude. Yeah, just working on Monster 1, dude. It's pretty much already there. This is this is one of the demo wait, no. That's the Monster Kingdom mixtape. These are I got all the. These are all the demo CDs, dude. It's coming. It's coming next month on the 23rd. So yeah, like after this, I'm gonna work on making all the deluxe edition stuff. So yeah. And Cute says, I mainly watch long form stuff, especially anime. I'm getting back into anime big time recently. Yeah, I need to get in more into anime, dude. I need to. Yeah, what's cool is for birthday, one of my buddy got me like a bunch of Godzilla movies. I need to watch them. But yeah, what anime you been watching, Cute? The voice says, "Let's go!" Ooh, what's the video? Ooh, it's the stag. Yes, the video to the Monster Kingdom. I'm gonna send an EP. Like, I'm probably gonna put like 4 or 5 songs on it, just like the completed full songs. From like, so you know, you did the demos, so I'm gonna give you some of like the finished songs, and then we'll drop the whole album in next month. So you have something to be like, oh. So yeah. But yeah, the album's coming together. The tapes just shipped, so the tapes are on the way from Canada right now. Actually, I think they make them in the US now. Yeah, so the tapes are on the way. And vinyl, I already have the money put aside to put in the second deposit. So that's kind of done. So yeah, all it really is just deluxe edition stuff. Take all the photos and here we go. So yeah, it's happening, dude. It's crazy. I don't know. Just because the album's been in the work progress, like technically, I mentioned it, like all the songs I were like, this is too good for this album. Let me save it from Monster Tape 1. They've been working on this since like Groovy the Galaxy, low key, like all the way from back then. I've been saving songs, so it's been in progress for like 4 years technically. So it's cool to finally be like, ah. Oh. So yeah. And like, since I'm releasing it like September, not gonna lie, just a little personal thing for me. All year long, I've been like, am I gonna have my own album of the year again this year? And I was like, I think Northwest is gonna have album of the year, and it's really good, but I like Monster Tape 1 more. And then Ariana Grande, you know me, I became a recent Ariana Grande fan. So I was like, her album was ridiculously good. And I was like, oh man, is it better than Monster Tape 1? No, dude. Mine feels better. So I think I got album of the year, at least for me. Well, I'm kind of biased, obviously, but yeah. The voice room says, my future finna get funked, dude. Yeah. It's, what's the future funkiest song on there? I have Orc Adventure 2. That's the first track. So that one's got a future funk. And yo, Mix Shotty, thanks for coming back. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday? The voice room says, oh, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, dude. You got Orca 2 coming up. I think the best song on the album is I Know You Love Me Too. That song's really cool. It's like a really crazy, what's it called? Vocoder, not vocoder, it's talk boxes on it. And then I sang underneath it myself too. Just cause like, speaking of all the AI stuff, I wanted to add like, you know, a lot of my stuff has like more like electronic, like, oh, vocoders and stuff, but I feel like I needed more human to it, especially in like the age of AI. I'm like, no, let me at least add some like background vocals that feel human, you know what I mean? So yeah. So stuff like that, that's good. But Mothman says Monster Tape 0 is my favorite album for you, so I'm pumped for the next one. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's just as good as the first one. I mean, I think it's, you know, I'm biased. I think it's better, but we'll see. We'll see what everyone thinks. But yeah, but it's the same, like, just like kind of mixtape style. And it has 14 tracks instead of 10. So yeah. And Cute says, finished watching Black Clover, about to jump back into One Piece since it's so long. I take breaks every 30 episodes or so. That makes sense, dude. That's actually probably a really good idea to watch it, because, yeah, One Piece is like 1 billion years long, to put it lightly. And McShotty says, been decent, a bunch of stuff happened. Yeah, no worries, dude. Hope you've been doing good, though. And new album news, yeah. Monster Tape 1's coming out next month. That's what we're just talking about that for a little bit. It's coming out on the 23rd of September. I'm pretty sure. Or whatever that Friday is, like that week, Friday. I think it's the 23rd. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start, if you're in the Kaiju Club, it's like the free email, the completely free one, that's the email stuff. This next week, I'm dropping a song from a video game I was in. Thanks, which is super cool. And then after that, it'll be like probably once a week or once every other week. Monster Tape 1 news all the way to the release date. So that's gonna be super sick. And McShotty says, also happy late birthday, was busy when it happened, couldn't show up for. Yeah, dude, no worries at all. Thank you for the birthday wishes, I appreciate it. Yeah, my birthday was super sick, dude. And Max Gamer says, you were in a video game? That's yeah, dude, thank you. Yeah, I did music for one. It's like a beat 'em up called Underling Uprising. Technically the game's already out, so like you could like look into it now if you wanted to. I just haven't, I've been so busy on Monster Tape 1, I haven't had the time to like hey, look, everyone, I'm in this video game. So finally next week, I like just wrote the email for it yesterday and made all the posts and stuff. Yeah, the game's hella good. It's like if you like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, it's a beat 'em up, you know what I mean? Or like Scott Pilgrim game, it's like that. It has like its own like story and stuff. It's really cool. And I got the commission from somebody within the Kaiju Club like 3 years ago. So it's like, you know what I mean, extra cool because it's someone that's like, yeah, about it. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, what's been going on? Yeah, the biggest thing for me personally is just Ariana Grande album, I'm not gonna lie. Listen to that on repeat. I'm like, yo. Oh, did I get the thing already? Oh, I'll be right back because my buddy works on like the Amazon team. Because Amazon's all over out here. Like everyone and their mom works for Amazon out here. But he works for a thing where like they'll deliver stuff to your house. This is not an ad. Legitimately, this is my buddy's job. But he like works on a thing where they deliver stuff to you in like 30 minutes. And they ran out of like printer labels. And I was like, well, I can finally test your job, dog. So I'm gonna go grab them. I think they're here. I should wait. I don't have to. I could bring you with me. Remember? Aha. You could pet the cat too. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god. Where is it? There we go. I gotta figure out a way to like have the camera working and show chat. That would be pretty sick. Hey, it's working. That's so cool. Yeah, these are my cats too. What's up, Dio? This is Donut. Hey, Donut. Meow. Yes, this is exactly what we needed. Ugh. All right, I'll deal with that later. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a Kingdom Hearts thing right here. That's pretty cool. I got my skateboarding posters. And yeah. There we go. Yeah, this video says, "Oh yeah, I love my cats." Rose says, "Cool, yeah, yeah." I ran out of shipping labels, so I had to buy some more, and they came already. I'm taking my buddy. And Mothman, hi kitties, yeah. Diggly says stretch and hydrate, I got you. Oh my god. Heck yeah, Diggly. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Ugh. What else has been cool? I've been working out still. I now weigh 202 pounds. So I've lost, I think, like a lot of weight. Because I started working out like 220, so I've lost about like 18 pounds. So that's really cool. And what was it, this song? Yeah, dude. Thank you. Yeah, VTech is, I don't know. I'm super stoked on VTech. Every time I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Yeah, shouts out to Tub, dude. And Mothman said, what do your kitties look like? They're two black cats. So they just look like black cats. You know, it's just funny because, you know, like people with their dogs are like, oh, you know, I have like a Cocker Spaniel, like Labrador mix. And, you know what I mean? But people with cats are always just like, you know, my cat's black. That's all there really is to them. It's kind of funny. And Rosa says, I was going to ask you if you have a camera, if we could redeem some point for a kitty interaction, but that's complicated. Oh, you know what's funny is my buddy who streamed had that. And yeah, the only thing that makes it complicated is just, you know, I don't want to like force them to have to like be in the kitty cage for our entertainment. But yeah, not that you were suggesting them, you know what I mean? But yeah, it'd be cool if we had like a kitty points. I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. I'll think about it, Roses. Thank you for the suggestion. And who is it says void kitties are good? Yeah, black cats are the best, dude. Voids are, I love my voids. And Digley says, I love the part when she goes, I'm going Turbo Bananas this summer. I still need to make a song called Turbo Bananas. It's funny that it's what it sounds like. But yeah, Turbo Bananas is a hella funny. And Rampage says, the cats are hella cool. What's their names? DL and Dona? Oh yeah, Dio. Like, you know, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Dio! So yeah. I'm not like a super big JoJo fan, but when I got the cats, they were like, yeah, it's like mostly, it was actually Dio, the like rock singer. But I always say Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And Mothman says, what color are their eyes? They have green eyes. Like a very like bright green yellow eye. This video says you gotta use a sound bit for it if you do. Oh, like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures for the cat camera. Dio. It's funny that if you do it to him like one of the JoJo's characters, he gets scared. He's like, he doesn't like deep voices. Yeah, voice him. Holy Dava! That song's great, dude. What was wild was the other day. I mean, just yesterday, I was at the skate park, and dude, there was this one kid there. I was like, dog, you would love Groovy Kaiju. But I didn't want to like show my stuff to him. But he brought his own speaker, and his music taste was just all over the place. Oh, I got you, McShoddy. I'll hydrate right now. But it was like hilarious. Like, so he was like this kid, and he had like a rainbow skateboard, right? Which was already like, oh, huh. Oh, some video says, oh no, for the song, but that sound bit too would be good for a redeem. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, can we make that? That'd be funny if we could do like a channel points. So the Turbo Bananas, Somebody so just like you click a thing and it's like, I'm going Turbo Bananas by the end of the summer. Because I can get just because I have the stems, I can get just her saying that. That'd be kind of funny. Turbo Bananas. But oh yeah, but there was a kid there at the skate park. He had like a rainbow skateboard, and like they brought a speaker and they were just playing it out loud, and they went from like Porter Robinson to like Christian rap to like Y2K dubstep, and then just like Vanessa Carlton. Like it was all over the place. But I was like, dude, I think you would love my stuff, but I didn't want to push him on it. But yeah, I was just like, dude, I'm so glad that you came to the skate park and didn't care what anybody else thought about your music taste and just played it anyways. That's what's up. Because like usually if you go to a skate park, either like you're playing like trap or you're playing like Tony Hawk Pro Skater music, right? Like, or like mainstream rap or like Tony Hawk Pro Skater music. This kid was like, nah, we're listening to yeah. Boy, sure. It's like, yeah, you just start playing she shanties. Like, pretty much, dude. Dude did not care. I was like, hell yeah. Citadel says, yeah, that would work. All right, sick. Future me, when I watch the VOD, look into like sound clip channel points for VTech Turbo Bananas. I got you, Simply Deo. Yeah, when I watch the VOD tomorrow, I'll like write that down, see it, yeah, how that could work. I wonder if I probably do stream elements, I bet. That would make it easy. And who is it says kids don't want to be trapped into one genre? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I appreciate about the younger generation. They aren't just like, oh, listen to rock. They're like, if it sounds good, it sounds good. This guy says, walk into the skate park playing German polka. Yeah, dude. That would be great. What's funny is I had a buddy once that was like, when I got pretty good at music, I was like, I'm pretty sure I could sample anything. And he was like, you can't sample polka. And I was like, I don't know what that polka is. So we went to Amoeba together and they bought like a polka record for like $1. and we came back to my house and I heard it and I was like, oh, this is tough. Like, there's no way I could sample this. So I listened to the whole record twice, and eventually I found something, right? And I made like the craziest like Biggie Smalls polka hip hop beat, and he was like, yo, this is crazy good. And I was like, I told you I could sample anything. So yeah. Some video says, hitting a pop shove into a sea shanty you'd hear from Assassin's Creed would go crazy. It really would, dude. One of my favorite skaters is this guy named Brown Clown, and he used to put like really random music in his skate videos, but like he would do just like the craziest stuff to like, I don't know, like before hyperpop was hyperpop, like even just like, I don't know, like Nightcore, 2006 Nightcore from YouTube, like that's the stuff he put in his skate videos. And dude, I don't know, they're hella good. Oh god, there you go. But yeah, that was super cool. Oh yeah. Other than that, what else has been going on? Yeah, I've been losing lots of weight. That's been cool. Rubbers is fake. It's been hot in Arizona, dude. Like when I went skating last night, it was 9 p.m. and it was like 106 outside. I was like, dude, I'm inside an air fryer right now. This is crazy. At 9 p.m., dude. So yeah, so that was happening. Who was it said at night? Yeah, at night, who was it? It was 106. My buddy pulled up and he was like, yo, man, like, are you excited to skate? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess. I guess I am. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's 106 right now, dog. And Western was like, I bet that air is thick as hell. Yeah. It's less that it's like, it just feels like you're in an oven, dude. Like the air just, it's not like blanket thick. It's just like fuzzy thick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in Yoshi's Island, when they have like a dandelion and like that's how it feels. Like you're just surrounded, like you're in dandelion land. It's just super dry. But yeah, we played one game of skate, his board broke, and he was like, dang, dude, like, you want to keep skating? We can. I was like, no, I don't want to keep skating. I'm good. I was like, I just came out to hang out with you, bro. Like, it's 106 outside, dude. I'm not trying to skate and keep it real. Which was a northerner, I could never survive that. Yeah, dude. I thought you could, but it just take like a while. Because I thought I could never, like, the first time I was like actually in cold, dude, that was crazy. I was like, I did not know the world could be this cold. I went to Seattle and it was like 3 degrees outside, and I was like, I could not understand. It's time to go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Oh, dang. All right, 1 pound, 4 ounces. Cute says, did you hear they're probably bringing back MySpace for the 3rd time? Yeah, I saw that. Low-key, I kind of am like Team Space Hay. I kind of like Space Hay. Have you seen Space Hay? It's like a MySpace alternative. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really left in MySpace. Like, I think it's just time we just gotta let it go, dude. Because I don't think it's coming back. Mark Zuckerberg would never allow it. And somebody says, well, if it becomes Prime Twitter, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Twitter even. Yeah. When was Prime Twitter? Voisham says, bring back Club Penguin. That's what I'm talking about, Voisham. Bring back Club Penguin, dude. Yeah, we kind of peaked at oh my god, Club Penguin. That's the social media I want to see come back. Hey, Rosa says, I'd accept site returns if it wasn't SI. So toxic nowadays. What's SI? Roses? And Cute says, it really depends on how they bring it back, IMO. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if they're like, if they find it cool to bring it back, cool, but yeah, I don't know. I maybe my brain is too small to think of a good way for them to bring it back. I can't think of a. Yeah. So I assume if they're bringing it back, they're just gonna spend like a ton of money on like ads to get people to make a MySpace again and hope people like start talking on there. Because the thing about social medias that are kind of weird is it's kind of like a chicken and the egg problem, where it's like people join social media sites because their friends are there, but in order for people to join the site, you have to put their friends on there first. You know what I mean? But oh, Rosa says typo. Okay, I accept site returns if it wasn't so toxic. Yeah. Or use AI. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think MySpace would be toxic if it came back? I don't think it necessarily. I mean, it could be. Most social media is all toxic though. Let's keep it real. And Cute says, at first it was pretty cool. Oh, wait, somebody else says, before it got changed to whatever it is now. Oh, yeah, Twitter. Yeah, I did notice a shift in Twitter's culture as soon as Elon bought it. That was a bummer. That's when I quit Twitter after that, because I was like, oh, this ain't for me no more. And I was right. But Cute says, at first I thought it was pretty cool, and then they tried to make it music-based for some reason, and this time we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, they tried to make it music-based because before TikTok was TikTok, because like pretty much what happened is when music came on the internet, like because MySpace was like one of the first internet websites, right? The first place you found music online was MySpace. And yeah, you would say like LimeWire and stuff. People weren't just like typing random stuff on LimeWire. Like so like music discovery happened on MySpace. And when MySpace went down, then it became like the blog era where you had to like follow music blogs to see what was like good music that was coming out at the time. And they would just link to DatPiff and stuff. And then after the blog era, it was like mostly like that's when YouTube and TikTok and stuff. Now we discover music through social media. So yeah. Because the blog era wasn't that far ago. So yeah, so that's why they try to pivot to music. Cute was because that's where you discovered music for a hot second on the internet. So yeah. But if you already knew that, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I assume I'm an unk at this point, so yeah. But Rosa says, I foolishly tolerated X until I couldn't. Yeah, I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, because I had a lot of friends, like, I don't know, because back when I was using Twitter, it was like, I was still doing all my tech stuff. And I had like a bit of like a following just talking about like JavaScript and computer engineering stuff, right? But yeah, I had a lot of friends that were like bummed when Twitter got bought out because they were like, I have to rebuild my audience somewhere else. Like, that's crazy. But at the time when Twitter got bought, I was already shifting away into music. So I was like, cool, now all my tech friends don't have to like judge me based on what I'm doing music-wise. You know what I mean? This is perfect for me. So yeah. Who is it says, I jumped that Twitter boat since I was waiting for someone to get me in the blue sky. Oh, I feel it. Hell yeah. Yeah, instead of going to blue sky, I'm more of a Threads person. I kind of like Threads. It's like Twitter without all the craziness, you know what I mean? But Threads is still kind of annoying though, because it's like the same rage bait stuff sometimes. And I try my best to be like not interested, and it's still showing me stuff. Like the one that makes me mad is that like people will like give relationship takes that are just obviously rage bait. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I'm like this close to just muting the word like girlfriend and boyfriend. Because I'm like, every time someone, it's just like, I don't know. But Rosa says, not gonna lie, making it music-based would be nice, seeing how music has been treated, but I don't trust them to care. Yeah, exactly, Rosa. To your point, if MySpace was music-based, it wouldn't change anything really. It would just be them trying to like sell ads on top of music, which Spotify already does. You know what I mean? So I don't think MySpace would like save music. Roses, I agree. And Cute says, nah, I left MySpace before it started changing because Facebook got so big. But now I don't use Facebook now. I only open it like once every 5 years. Yeah, I don't use Facebook either, Cute. But okay, cool. I'm glad to hear you. You know, what I mean, I kind of like broke down where MySpace importance was in music. Like for example, Kid Cudi became Kid Cudi because of MySpace, because they were uploading like little songs to MySpace and stuff like that. Like Day and Night was like originally like an unreleased song that he released on MySpace first. And yeah, even Tyler the Creator was like early on, like, yeah, I was trying to get my music to blow up on MySpace when I was like 14. Rosa says, I switched to Blue Sky the moment more friends encouraged me to join, and I don't regret it over the block features. Oh, I don't know. Does Blue Sky have really good block features, Roses? That's awesome. And Subidale says, because it's under meta, I try to avoid threads just so I don't see AI posts. You're kind of spitting, Subidale, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should just make a Blue Sky one of these days. I know a lot of like my Vaporwave friends are there, so maybe I can do that. And maybe, I don't know, maybe when I meet people that are like, yo, follow me on Instagram, I can be like, how about Blue Sky? You use Blue Sky? That's another thing too, is it's like kind of small, but like all the cool people are there. I don't know. If I make a Blue Sky, I'll let y'all know. In Subidale, Christ just got banned off of Blue Sky, actually? How come? What did John do, dude? Oh no. What's the T, Subidale? I need to know. Yeah, we're all waiting, Subidale. Who just says, wonder what happened? We're all just like the eyes emoji right now. Whatever it is, I'm gonna go off just to break the anticipation. Oh, literally nothing. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay. That's wild. Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew it was gonna be something like crazy because John is like the nicest person. They're like the sweetest person. I love John. I will protect that man with my whole everything. Well, okay. I'm glad to hear John wasn't gonna get in trouble. Bryce. And gonna hop off here. Nice chatting as always. See you next time. Happy belated Groovy. Dude, Voice thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the birthday wishes again. And yeah, catch you next time, dude. Again, enjoy working that job and making those pieces, dog. I'm stoked to see them when you drop all the posts and you're done making them. That's super sick, dude. But yeah, take it easy, dude. My brother says, yeah, Blue Sky has flaws like that, like any of the sites, if I look at how it functions. Yeah. That's funny, he just randomly got banned. I mean, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Because to your point, it's just like, you know, it's a new website. They're figuring it out still. So blocking when someone is blocked actually blocks the individual complete. You can't even see who it was. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, it's a bummer when you like, you know, if you use the block feature and like you can reverse engineer who blocked you. I think that's like not. When X was still Twitter, you can see it. Oh, that's wild, yeah. Yeah, that's like kind of dangerous. I think it's like really dangerous because like some people like take that super personal, like it makes them act out more if you like find out that you blocked them, you know what I mean? Like I almost like lost a friend because of that exact same thing, because once a friend's Instagram account got hacked, and then it just started like, because I had a lot of followers, it just kept like DMing me a bunch, like, oh, like, you know, like, come on, man, let's get into crypto, let's get into crypto, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, you got hacked, dog. So I blocked them, and then I guess somehow, some way, they got their account back, which I'd never seen happen before. So like a year goes by, and he was like, how's Aaron doing? And then went to go to my account, and then I noticed that he couldn't see it, but he knew I was like, he knew my Instagram, okay, because it's like, so whatever. So he like messaged me like, hey man, like, I'm so sorry whatever I did to you, like I didn't know what I did to make you feel so angry at me. And I was like, no dude, like I swear, like I'm cool with you, man. So yeah, so it's just, I don't know, exposing it is like dangerous, you know what I mean? And they didn't come at me like like it was very like, hey, let's like talk about it. Like I still want to be your friend. Like no, we still are. And I was like, you got hacked, right? Do you remember when you got hacked? He was like, yes. I said, well, I blocked you then because yeah. And then he was like, oh, that makes sense. But since I saw him in person today, he was like, hey, what's up, man? That, you know what I mean? But, so thankfully, it didn't like ruin our friendship. But I could totally imagine that. You know what I mean? Or like if it's worse, like let's say you have like a stalker or something and you block them. Oh man, that would just like throw them into like overdrive. That's dangerous. Yeah, if anything, they should like when you block someone, just make it like a snapshot in time, or like it just makes it like as inconspicuous as possible. And Roses says, I experienced that. Yeah, that's I can imagine. I'm sorry to hear that, Roses. That's a bummer. Yeah, social media is low-key kind of scary. That's actually a good idea. Yeah. Well, thank you, Roses. Yeah. I don't know. One of my back when I worked in tech, there'd be a lot of times where like women engineers, like I don't know, like one of the running jokes is that like it's sad but true, but like a man must have made this feature because sometimes like, you know, dudes would be like, wouldn't it be great if social media could just show all your friends where you currently are on social media? It's like a man must have made this feature because it's like anyone else would be like, that's the most terrifying thing you could ever make. So yeah, so sometimes when I was at Google, when they were like, their brains were on, they'd be like, hey, we should like invite a woman to see what they think of the feature we're building. Because sometimes, you know what I mean? So yeah. But Rosa says, thankfully it's all good now, but I still like the block button, blocking completely, not gonna lie, because someone will find out regardless and make it a problem. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, if someone finds out you blocked them, it always becomes like an issue. And it's like, bro, I'm just trying to... Because if you think about it, sometimes you just gotta put people on timeout in your life. Let's keep it real. Sometimes some people in your life need to be on timeout for a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. And sometimes, you know what I mean? We need like a secondary block button that's like completely blocked, make it as if nothing ever happened, time out. And who is it says, at least we know when it's a bad idea. Yeah, no, yeah, we do. Thankfully. Sometimes I feel like we lose our, but I feel like 9 times out of 10, we kind of know, which is good. And Rose says, lol, yup. Somebody else says, yes. I know, some of the stories you've shared, Dale, I'm sure you would also love a timeout button, dude. I mean, you gotta start a petition. And Rose says the mute button. I like the mute button. There's been a couple times where I'm like friends with someone, but like, that's the thing too, and this is like another one of my hot takes. There's people in my life that I love deeply. Like, I deeply love them. Like, I want to hang out with them all the time. I want to invite them to my birthday parties. I want to go to their birthday parties. Everything, right? But I don't want to see all their posts sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I could love you and not want to see your social media posts. Is that valid? I think that's pretty valid. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we're just into different stuff, and that's okay. But in person, I want to, I love you. So, I love the mute button. I love the mute button, Roses. But there's even times, not gonna lie, where sometimes I want to mute, and when they DM me, don't give me notifications. You know what I mean? I'll see it when I see it. So yeah, they're on timeout right now. I'll see it when I see it. And Rosa says, X ruining the block button is still goofy to this day. Yeah, it's wild they did. I don't know. A man must have decided that. Going back to the tech joke, Roses, a man must have decided that's how the block feature should be. And I think we know what man it was. But Rosa says, I encourage muting me because I don't post often. I feel that, yeah. I'm kind of in the similar boat, Rose, because Instagram, as soon as people follow me, Instagram's like, oh, you want to buy a CD, huh? So whenever I meet people in person, they're like, oh my god, let's exchange Instagrams. what's it called? I'm always like, just warning you now, you're gonna see my face like every day. It's like just the same, and you can't DM me. I'm like, okay. So yeah, so it's kind of funny. But somebody else is valid. Yes, thank you. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I mean, so I've had some friends that like got really hurt when like another mutual friend would unfollow them. It's like, look, man, like they might still really like you. It's just, I don't know, maybe they don't want to. You know what I mean? Maybe they're just not a fan. Because, like, you know, working at music and stuff, it's like they might really care about you. It's just they don't necessarily want to see all your music stuff. And that's completely fine. Yeah, I mean, they don't have to, your friends don't have to like your art. You know what I mean? Or whatever it may be. Or if you post your dog a lot, maybe they just don't like dogs. They love you, but maybe they don't love your dog. And that's okay. Yeah. But yeah. And, because it says, that's me and my uncle at his Dallas Cowboy post. Yeah, exactly. It makes you want to put him on timeout until the end of football season. That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's a great example. Maybe, you know what? If you're a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, you know, and they unfollow you because they don't see Dallas, that's fine. They can still love you. It's just they don't care about the Dallas Cowboys. That's cool. But yeah. Here goes this Labau. So this is technically, yeah, I think we know. Yeah. As the joke I was making. Cute says, as a man, I hate men. I feel that. What's funny is Kimberly, I try to you know, because Kimberly's helping out Groovy Kaiju stuff. I like asked her permission first before I followed her, but she was like, yeah, you can totally can. So I was like, all right, cool. Because I don't know if she technically I'm her boss, which is kind of, I don't know. You know, to this day I'm still like, I'm a boss. But I was like, just in case she'd want me to see her stuff, because I don't know if she wants to, like, maybe she wants to post about the Dallas Cowboys and doesn't want me to know that. That's fine. But what's it called? But yeah, what's funny is I saw one of her posts and she was like, I don't want to tell her business, I don't know. But yeah, but it was like as a man, or not as a man, but you know, like a funny man post. But I don't want to tell her business, so let me keep that to myself. My bad. But who that says, it do be like that sometimes. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. But Rosa says, I also don't encourage a follow because of that. Plus being more active on Discord, but I appreciate the follow anyways. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Same, Rosa. I appreciate the follow. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. The new people in particular that followed me were some of my, like, tarot buddies. And, because, like I mentioned, like, you know, there's been a couple times in the readings, I'm like, oh, yeah, like, something, my music's coming up. So I think that's what the reading's talking about. So I think there's a bit of, like, they just want to see how it manifests. And I'm like, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, my stuff becomes weird. So, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, social media is goofy. But yeah. Oh, Rose's Hydra. I got you. Let me put this on here real quick. But cute, to your point, another thing is because I follow so many like spiritual people now on what's it called? Instagram, I do get a lot of like the most hilarious like men hating posts. Sometimes I'm like, yo, y'all are kind of comedy. Let me think of another one. I just watched like a video last night about from Chad. One of my tarot buddies got me into the YouTuber Chad. And she has some pretty funny like alpha bro like commentary videos. But I'm gonna print this out for Bryce. Other than that, what's going on? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, what's cool is I have a buddy who like takes lots of pictures of liminal spaces, and I saw one last night. I got like the best like back rooms looking photo, because like when I go on my like gym walks. Oh, what's up, gaming? What's up, Sasquatch? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. How you feeling? But there's like an apartment complex near my house that it's really weird because it looks like a hotel, but it's not a hotel. So it's like, who made this apartment complex? or like converted a hotel into an apartment complex. Anyways, but there's like a motel like alleyway or like hallway that's all outdoor, but it's just like a bunch of lights. Like I don't know, it just looks like the back rooms, the movie. So I took a picture of it. I sent it to my buddy because he likes liminal spaces, and he was like, "Hell yeah, brother." But Sasquatch says, about like the few movies the last years. Have you seen? We were talking about new Spider-Man. New Spider-Man's pretty good, dude. You get the chance, Sasquatch. No spoilers, but yeah. Rosa says, I'd be a little unsettled. Yeah, I'm not a big liminal space person. It was a bit unsettling. Every time I walk past it, I'm like, it's like Uncanny Valley apartment complex, if that makes sense. Where it's like, why did you guys make it this unsettling? It's like almost kind of funny how unsettling it is. I traded my amiibo for. Oh yeah, you were talking about the amiibos, dude. I'm glad to hear you got some games to grocery money. That's what's up, dude. That's how you do it. And Simply Dose says, "Oh yeah, I bought my tickets for tomorrow. Let's go, dude." If anything, we can talk about the movie on Tuesday. We'll save all the Spider-Man talks on Tuesday. Yeah, remind me then. We'll talk about it then. And Rosa says, "Nice, glad it worked out. The Wii is amazing." Yeah, Sasquatch. Yeah, the Wii is amazing. Especially when you jailbreak them, they're like actually hella good emulation machines, and they're so cheap because you know so many Wii's were sold, but you can get one for like ridiculously cheap. And Sasquatch says, "Been streaming Super Mario." Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, I've been seeing all your streams. Yeah, I saw the title was like, "Can't believe this game was like 10 years old" or something. But yeah. And Night Groovy to finish my way. Enjoy the rest of your movie, Sasquatch. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for stopping by. And Rosa says you get 2 consoles in one. Yeah, you technically get a GameCube and a Wii. It's so broken. And Cute says new Spider-Man was peak. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it on Tuesday because we don't want to spoil it. But it was peak. I was like really surprised at how good it was. Oh, speaking of spoilers though, not gonna say any. But did you see Steve Lacy got in a lot of trouble because he spoiled like one of the biggest parts of the movie? Like on the premiere, he has a song in the movie, and like Sony like was pissed because he's like, you know, make a superstar Steve Lacy. He was just like, oh yeah, by the way, even though the movie's not out yet, here's one of the big old spoilers. And Sasquatch said, don't really want to jailbreak it because I've been collecting games. Super Mario just turned 19 years old. Oh, I feel that, yeah. But hey, collecting the games is smart because, dude, all the Gen Zers, I'm sure, when they're like our age, are going to be like, dude, I need the physical copy, Super Mario. Yeah. And Mothman says, just finished my muffin batter, gotta let it rest now. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, this muffin's gonna slap. I can already tell. I'm hyped for you. Video says, what? Yeah, dude, Steve Lacy messed up big time. And because they were under an NDA too, so like essentially like broke contract. So they were like, oh, they were pissed. And Cute says, yeah, Marvel gonna nuke him. Yup. And Rose says, I thought actors were done spoiling. Yeah, so what's funny, I guess funny here is that he wasn't even in the movie. He's like just has a song in the movie. So they like let him be in the premiere, yeah. And it says, how does one spoil a movie that just came out on premiere day? They were just excited. He's the big fan and just was like, oh my god, I gotta post it on my story. Because like keeping it real, if he wasn't, I mean, if you watch the movie, it'll make sense. But if you, let me talk slow so I don't say anything wrong. But one of the big twists you would think might be in the trailer. So if I was involved with the movie, I wouldn't necessarily think, oh, this is a spoiler I'm sharing. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. We can talk about it on Tuesday. But I think that's what happened, is I think they just didn't keep up with what was revealed and what wasn't. And they were like, this has to be revealed already. And it wasn't. You know what I mean? And Sasquatch says the Speed Racer movie tie-in game is actually sick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing when it came out. I think the reviews were hella good on it. Sasquatch. And Rosa says, it makes me think of Tom Holland's era of spoilers. Oh, was Tom Holland a big spoiler? I remember in interviews, he used to always be like, like just, you know what I mean? Subadeo says, yeah, don't look more into it, Subadeo. If you even, don't look at the Steve Lacy thing either. Don't look at this, because that would ruin it. It's like, honestly, the best twist of the entire movie. Not gonna lie to you. Like, when what Steve Lacy got revealed, because I watched the day after it came out, everyone in the theater was like, like, yeah, it's like one of the best like reveals of the, yeah. The theater kind of went crazy when what Steve Lacy leaked. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And Rosa says he would get carried away. Yes. Okay. Yeah. He's just excited. He's dating Zendaya. Like, you know, life is just so good for him. He just doesn't have to stop to think about things. You know what I mean? Marry Zendaya. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know how to help myself either. But Q says, I mean, if you're around the internet a bit, it's probably not a big surprise or that big of a leak. Yeah, if you're around the internet, Q, you make a good point. But I don't know. I don't want to assume that anyone here knows and then ruin it. I'm already kind of like trying not to spoil it, trying to use my whole brain not to. Rose says, it was funny because he excited to be Spider-Man, so that combo in interviews, it was a setup for spoilers. Yeah, I could imagine. I mean, if I got cast for Spider-Man, I'd be like, there's no way, there's no paper I could sign for me not to tell people I'm gonna be Spider-Man. And interviews with other actors, they'd just stare at him when a question was getting there. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Just like, hey, bro. Hey, bro. Exactly, Lamau, yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about it on Tuesday because I'm already thinking of all the things I want to talk about, but I don't. One wouldn't be a spoiler, but I still just don't even want to. I'm as bad as Tom Holland. I already know if I keep talking, I'm gonna say the wrong thing. But we gotta change subjects. I'm scared for simply Hideo's sake. For simply Hideo's sake, gotta change subjects. But yeah, what's cool is Ariana Grande's new album's really good. But what also came out is Domi and JD Beck are some of my favorite jazz musicians, and they had a new album too. And I didn't like it. I was kind of sad. I was so excited for the album like all month long, and I got it, and I was like, I was like, oh. But Fat Man says, yo, what up, Fat Man? How you doing, dude? How you doing, Fat Man? How's your Sunday going? And Rosa says, oh no. And not that, like, it's not bad. It's just not for me. I was just like, oh. I was really excited for it. It just didn't reach my expectations. Which is fine. It happens. But I was like, dang. Now, let me make sure I'm getting all the chat messages. Alright, cool, yeah. But other than that, it's Eliza. And Fat Man says, I'm pretty lazy. Oh my god. Being pretty lazy. Playing Minecraft. That's what's up, dude. What's funny is I had back when one of my nephews was still really young. It was like when Minecraft was like the biggest, like the coolest thing to kids. And I remember I used to call Minecraft Mongcraft, like M-O-N-G craft. So I used to call it Mongcraft. Minecraft. Minecraft. So yeah. I had enough. Alright, got all these stickers. Cool. But other than that, what else? I've been taking screenshots of stuff all week long so we can talk about stuff. What's cool is I have an upcoming so it's kind of funny, everything I've been working on is all like wrapping up at the perfect time where I'm like, okay, all this stuff is done for Groovy Kaiju, but I can't release it until after Monster Tape 1. So after Monster Tape 1 comes out, there's gonna be like a bunch of stuff that's all, it's gonna be cool, I'll be dropping. But one of them is I commissioned, you know, like the Monster Tape 0 thing where it's like me DJing and do the punches. I found a 3D artist to remake like me as like a PlayStation character doing like a similar like knob twist and stuff like that. It came out really good. So I'm gonna try to make like essentially the exact same like Monster Tape 0 looking like video, except all like I look like a Roblox character with like the PlayStation CD. Everyone says that's a basic. Yeah, I'm super hyped. So then I'll drop after Monster Tape 1 comes out. Because my plan, it's gonna take a while before I do like Monster Tape 1 stuff, but yeah. And can that be an emote in the future when we see? Yeah, I'll definitely make it an emote. It could totally work. Yeah, thanks for that suggestion. Yeah, it's gonna be, I don't know. That's like a secret. One of these days I have to like be able to just show stuff on my screen, but at the same time I gotta pack orders. But yeah, it just came out really cool. Oh. But yeah, so that came in. I'm hyped on that. Now, have we talked about Will Ferrell's son, dude? Have y'all seen Magnus Ferrell? Y'all familiar? This is something we have to talk about, dude. Who is it? Who? Will Ferrell's son? You know, like Step Brothers, like the actor Will Ferrell? They have a son named Magnus. So his name is Magnus Ferrell. This guy's, he got a kid? Dude, he got a kid, dude. He's got a kid. But, and Fat Man Magnus can sing, brother? Oh, yup. Oh, yup. Hey, Rosa says, I live under a rock, so sorry. No worries. Skyra says, wait, why is this surprising? I've been forgetting some actors got a family with them. Yeah, true. Yeah, wait, why is that surprising? He has a kid, I know, right? But I think we just see Will Ferrell as like funny dude, like, we don't necessarily see him as like a dad. You know what I mean? And Fat Man says, Magnus can sing, brother. Rampage says, no, but I know Will Ferrell's from Irvine, the most unreal city on the planet. Yeah, true. I know what you mean. That's cool you know about Irvine, Rampage. Does Magnus do comedy? No, so the reason why I bring him up is because they do music. Will Ferrell's son does music, and they have a song called Asleep Talkin'. Dude, it is crazy banging, dude. It's such a good song. I low-key for the Christmas tape this year, I might flip it into like a dance track. It's like crazy good. If y'all have a chance after the stream, or I mean if you got Spotify open, or whatever your streaming service, because you know Spotify is kind of whack. But yeah, Will Ferrell's son is like ridiculously good at music, which goes into another point I was gonna bring up. Is technically he'd be a nepo baby, because I've been getting hella ads about his music, like a ridiculous amount of ads about his music. I'm like, he has the money, and he's playing Blue Note and all these like big shows already. So he's Will Ferrell's son, but the song is really good. I'm like, you know what? This nepo baby, I think we still let him do his thing. This one actually kind of, this one I like. This one kind of, you know, seems like a nice kid. Rampage says that's rad on it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, their name is Magnus, like Magnus, and then Will Ferrell, so like Ferrell. And it's a top song right now. It's called Asleep Talking. As soon as you put it on, you're gonna be like, hold up. Why does Will Ferrell's son have so much soul, dude? But yeah, so I've been bumping that a bunch. I'll follow him on Instagram. But yeah, the reason why I bring it up is one of my buddies at the tarot thing, she's like crazy cracked at making art because I followed her on Instagram and I was like, yo, wait a minute, you're hella good. And she was like, yeah, but I don't know, just immediately was like, yeah, but like, I don't know, I'll have to like, you know, I got really good at art because like my parents were able to like send me to school and stuff like that and yada yada. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I looked at her and I was like, not every artist has to struggle. And she was like, thank you. You know what I mean? Not every artist has to struggle. Don't mean your art's any less good. I think like the Nepo baby problem is more just like, you know, when they don't acknowledge it, they try to fake like they don't, you know what I mean, have the benefits. Or they don't like acknowledge the fact, you know what I mean? But I don't think it makes your art any less valuable. And somebody else says, oh dude, he made Waste Your Heart? I haven't heard it yet. Oh wow, I have to check it out. Let me see. Did he? Somebody was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna add all these to my listen later then. So I heard of Sleep Talking. I haven't taken the time to listen through all the stuff yet. And the Rampage says, so his son's like the pro opposite of his dad sounds like? Yeah, low key. I mean, Will Ferrell seems like a pretty, like in interviews and stuff, seems like a pretty mellow guy, pretty grounded dude. But yeah, his son definitely isn't going to go around anytime soon, like, you know what I mean? And somebody else says, I heard the song randomly because of the algorithm and never knew it was him. Yeah, dude. I just looked it up. Yeah, it's the same profile, so I guess so. I'll check out the song later, Subideo. Because I've only ever heard of Sleep Talking. And Fat Man says, when it comes to Nepo babies, as long as they acknowledge it and are actually good, I got no problems with it. That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, if they can acknowledge the fact, like, yeah, you know, I know a guy. But, yeah. When he's good, though. But, hey, you know what? Valid. You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody else says, just off that song alone, yes. All right, cool. Wait, listen to his newest song. It's ridiculously good. And Cute says, been trying to throw comp matches in Overwatch so I could play some comp with my friend, and I legit can't stop winning. I haven't got to play the game at one point. Hey, dude, congrats, Cute. That's sick. Dude, that's awesome. You're crushing Overwatch, dude. That's what's up. Who's your main, Cute? I'll be honest, I don't play Overwatch, but I'd be curious to know. I know the characters enough to be like, cool. Yeah, so I've been bumping lots of Magnus Ferrell. What's also absolutely hilarious is because I've been following so many astrology people on Instagram, and now and like Instagram can't tell the difference between like the astrology stuff, and like sometimes they'll do like, you know, like they'll talk about like, well, back in like the BC times they believed in magic, yada yada, so they'll talk about like some of the context of like why they believed this magic whatever did this. But because Instagram's too dumb, now it thinks I also like Magic the Gathering, the card game. My Instagram feed at this point is just like astrology, and like your commander deck needs this character. Which To be fair, I play a some Magic sometimes, but like Magic the Gathering sometimes. But like the way how much is showing up on my feed now is like way too much. Like it completely, the algorithm got so confused. So yeah. Cute says I made him about everyone in Overwatch. Recently I've been playing a lot of like Junkrat, Juno, and Junker Queen. Oh, sick. Yeah, I've heard of Junkrat. I think I watched like the Donkey video when Junkrat first dropped. It was pretty funny. If I think Junkrat was a character that I don't know. I like the Donkey Overwatch videos. And King says Instagram.mp4 at its finest. Yeah, dude, for real. How you been, King? How's your Tuesday? You still been doing bass covers? I subscribed. I think you posted one too long ago now. I remember watching the latest one you posted. Or watching one like not too long ago. I think I watched your John the Fisherman one. Did we already talk about that? Might have been something different. I don't know. I watch your videos once in a while. How you doing? And King says pretty good, and yeah, I'm still at it. Finally had the time to catch one of these again. Hey, thank you, King. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, dude. Glad to hear you're doing good, and yeah, glad to hear we can all chill. Heck yeah, dude. What was really nice too is that one of like, I mean, it's not nice, but one thing that was like a huge relief is, have I talked to y'all about Deep and Chris Anthony? He's like one of my favorite musicians. Hella crazy good. The song Mr. Call You Back is like ridiculously good. I Mr. Call You Back. Also, I might have goofed. I might have ran out of CDs again, but I got a bunch more. Oh, did I actually? Oh, I have just enough. Are you kidding? No, I don't. Dang. I gotta be smart about this then. Yeah, I have 2 Destroy Monsters New Game Pluses left, but I already have more on the way. But oh, I think that's all I have. My bad, y'all. Let me check. Yep, that's all I got. But I'm glad to hear you're doing good, King. But yeah, anyways, Dean Chris Anthony, they had another interview recently where they were talking about how they were just talking about like their music and stuff. That was really nice. It's just like, I don't know, to me they're like one of like the best musicians I've ever seen. Like they have like all their own retro synths. They compose everything from scratch, yada yada yada. And in their interview, they were like, I've always struggled with feeling like I'm actually a musician. And I was like, bro, I feel that so hard. Because I always thought to myself, like, I wonder how much of me feeling that way is because I like to sample stuff. And to hear someone who like, to me is like the musician, still be like, I struggle with this, was like, okay, this isn't a me problem. It's like an everybody problem. And I'm so thankful that he said that in the interview. Had the bravery to say that in the interview. You know what I'm saying? You ever have like something that you were kind of like insecure about, and like someone else was like, I feel that same way, and you were like, oh, thank God, it's not just me. Two, three, four, five. And mostly, we always struggle with anything we're passionate about. That's true. Who is it? You make a great point. I feel like we all get a little insecure about the things that we struggle about the most. Like, I feel like that's what it's doing for music. And I feel like even when I was in tech, when I was still trying to do like programming seriously, I feel like that was a lot of like, am I good enough? You know what I mean? But it didn't help though, because my manager used to always, not always, well, let me take a step back, but I remember once, like, I would like ship the most stuff, like in terms of like actually delivered products to people and my team, and my manager was still like, your code isn't the best quality. And I was like, brother, my code's the one that actually runs. What you mean it's not the best quality? I ship the most code. So yeah. So I still think about that to this day. But I'm like, I'm not an engineer anymore. It don't matter anymore. We passed that. But here, I have to grab a box real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Low-key, this is I think my favorite song off of Groove of the Galaxy. I know it's really simple, but you know me, I love my beats. I love beats. Damn, this shit's heavy. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, other than that, what was really funny is I saw an Instagram reel. It was like how it feels showing your non-skating friends a skate clip. It's just some guy like running on a tree and jumping off of it. It does feel like that because there's like such a like inside joke to skating that I'm like not like inside joke, but like you kind of have to like skate to get why certain skate clips are cool. Like I remember my buddy Trey. You know, like skate clip go viral, but he had a skate clip that got like 10,000 views and a bunch of likes. And he was like, I don't get it, man. Like all I did was like 180 and jump off of a ramp, but like my stuff where I did like a tray flip, blank to blank, 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 you know what I mean? Like a super complicated trick, got like 10 likes. And I'm like, Trey, you don't understand. The average Instagram user goes, oh wow, they jump off a big thing. You know what I mean? And it's not that it's like they're dumb, it's just like if you don't skate, you don't get it. You know what I mean? Like you have to like, you know what I mean? The average person doesn't want to see us do a tray flip, crooked grind, kick flip out. They just want to see you jump off something, dude. And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah. What's also been nice too is I've been listening to like vinyl every morning. That's been cool. So when I make my breakfast every morning, I've been like putting on a record. And like low key, I know it's like a little silly, but I think that's nice about having like a physical music collection or like actually having like, you know, because your Spotify library isn't like a real library, but either having a physical music collection or like one that's like downloaded to your computer or an iPod or something, is that it gives you a second to like look back at everything and be like, I got pretty good taste in music. You know what I mean? It helps you appreciate your own music a little bit more in terms of like, you know, appreciate your taste. Like, you know, I'm something of a music connoisseur myself. You know what I mean? I don't know. Rampage says, word. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is going to Gabriel. And who is this? Oh, they spelled the name wrong. Yeah, so that's really nice. And what I want to bring up? We talked about this last time. We got chicken nuggets at Jollibee. I still haven't tried it yet, but I want to. But what else? Oop, no one. Rampage says, now I just have to figure out how to get vinyl and CDs on the same shelf. Oh, that's gonna be tough, dude, because yeah, vinyls are so much heavier than CDs. I'd be kind of afraid to. Because what if the vinyls fall on top of the CDs? What I do is I got super lucky in that I found like the perfect music shelf thing where I was at like a Goodwill, and I think it was like literally only $20. And like the thing was like, the bottom shelf is like the perfect size for vinyl. And then it has two separate shelves for like CDs and cassettes. Like they're just perfectly sized. And I was like, that's really weird. This is like the perfect size for this, right? And it has a little bottom drawer for like all your other accessories to listen to music. So yeah, I got so lucky. But yeah, so good luck, dude. But yeah, if I were you, I would try to put them on separate shelves just because the vinyl like would smush all your CDs. Because they crack so easy. And Rampage says, plus we got cats. Dude, do your cats like try to claw your vinyl? That's another reason why I'm glad I have like a shelf like mine, because my cats, if I just leave like a stack of vinyl standing up, they'll jump on top of it and like claw the cardboard and all like the jackets. And I'm like, what are you doing? So yeah. That's why I can't let the cats in here. Because they would claw all the Groovy Kaiju vinyl. Which would be like crazy. He just says, no, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. The first time I saw it do it, I was like, oh my god. It ever says, Panda's obsessed with cardboard. It scared me about what he'd do to my books. Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be terrible, yeah. I haven't let them sit on top of a stack of books, but I think they'd probably do the same with books. But it's also just because a stack of vinyl, you know, like when you buy like the cardboard scratchers, they kind of do have those like nice little like grooves in them for their claws. So to them, they see like all the vinyl stacks, like the cardboard just with all the slits in it. They're just like, oh yeah. It's like, dude, no. So yeah, they might like books though, just because, you know, the way the paper is. Excuse me. They might try to like put their claws in the paper. Rampage says, my cats try to literally climb up on my shelves. Oh yeah, my cats do that too. But I don't know, just as long as there was like something on top of the vinyl, they're like, nah, I'm good. But like if it's just unexposed tops of vinyl, that's when they're like, hey. But yeah, my cats will jump on top of like my like all types of, yeah, they'll climb up on any shelf. I've given up that battle with them. I'm like, you know what, fine. Because cats will use anything but the scratch. That's what I was, yeah. Dude, my couches are destroyed. Like I let my cats just destroy my couches. I've given up. I've tried so many times to get them to scratch something else, but they just still, yeah, my couches are all messed up. And it's funny too, because like they love to scratch the vinyl jacket cardboard, but whenever I bought them cardboard scratchers, they're like, nah, I don't like it. Skyr says, thankfully our cats don't claw things up. They do, however, like to claim boxes the moment something's taken out of them. Yeah, my cats will sometimes, Skyr. What's weird is that whenever I'm like, hey look, I got you a box, and I put it down for them, they're just like, I don't care. But the second I'm like carrying 10 things, opening a box and trying to like put it on my pile of things, they're like, oh, why? But it was just like, thankfully Panda's behaved, but he was so picky with toys for a while. Oh, that's interesting. How come you think Panda was so picky? They're just nosy little, yeah. Oh yeah, for the boxes, yeah, they are super nosy. Yeah, my cats are like, And no clue why Panda is like, picky with toys is just who he is. Hey, you know what? That's just, you know, can't blame them for being who they want to be. He's also picky with food, which is worse. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I'm gonna do this. Cool. Cute says, my theory is that when they see you being active, it's like they think you want to play or something, but that's just me. Probably, yeah. Because I noticed that whenever I'm like making ice cream at like 3 in the morning, I'm like dead tired, and my cats are like, hey, is it time to play? And I'm like, dude, it's 3 in the morning, dog. It's time for bed. And they're like, I want to play. I'm like, why now? So yeah. You're probably onto something. Jeez, I'm not gonna lie to you. And Rosa says he's also picky with food, which is worse. Oh yeah, being picky with food is like a whole thing. Yeah, thankfully my cats, they're not really like those little Roses. I feel kind of bad. I don't feel bad, but it was kind of silly, Roses, because there was a second where I bought a bunch of like canned chicken and canned tuna, and I did not like it at all. So I looked up like how often can I feed it to them. I just fed it to my cats, and they would just like, I'd make it for them, and I mix it with their dry food, and they would like go over to it, sniff it, look at me like, you motherfucker, and they would eat it. But it was fine. You know what I mean? Their poops just smelled 10 times worse though. But yeah, I was like, please take one for the team, please. So yeah, Rampage says, nosy, curious, hunting for spiders. Who knows? Yeah, I wish my cats would hunt for spiders. What's weird is that they'll mess with they'll mess with bugs for a little bit. After a while, like they're like, I'm bored now. And let the bugs just get away. And I'm like, dude, you were gonna help out. I don't know. You're supposed to help. Get rid of the bugs, man. But yeah. And Brother says now they're picky with litter. That's chaotic. Oh yeah. Cats that are picky with litter. Oh my god. That's a whole thing. It's like, dude, just please stop pooping outside the litter box. Every time it happens, I'm like, why? And yo, Nixer, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How you feeling? What you're doing is really cool. Thank you, Nixer. I really appreciate it. And you were ordered 23277. Did I already ship it out? I'm packing orders right now, Nixer, so. Let me type it in. Yeah, pretty much, I can tell you this, Nixer. I'm going to get to the post office to you by tomorrow. Because I'm packing orders all throughout tonight. And then, yeah. Yeah, I'll get it packed for you later tonight. I haven't packed it yet, but I got you, dude. Thank you so much. I could print it out for you if you're still watching. Let me know if you're still watching. I can print it out for you real quick. So I can get you your tracking number right now. But I'd probably pack it later tonight. And, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. Where is it? And, King says for their cats, 2 or 3 a.m. is when their cats go crazy too. Yeah, I don't know. My cats are very nocturnal. I think that's what it is. They've kind of always been like that. But it's gotten better though, because it used to be at night. They used to like just do backflips all night long and just like knock a bunch of stuff over. So that was pretty wild. But otherwise, but now they're a lot more chill at night, thankfully. So I could sleep without them like all night long. But Rose says, lol. This is lol, that's horrible. Yeah. I mean, they were fine though. Yeah, I mean, they never like, yeah, because I did look into like if it like was okay for them to eat. It said, yeah, just like maybe once a week do that. And I was like, all right, cool. So I've been slowly chipping them down from it. But I only have like 1 or 2 cans left, so they're kind of already through it. And since then, I bought them even better food, so yeah, they're stoked now. Low-key, Kimberly, who helps me with Groovy Kaiju stuff, she has like a bunch of cats, and I was like, what do you feed your cats? And she's like, oh my god, like I love cats. Here's what I yada yada. So yeah. And Rosa says, I want to find a wolf spider one of these days and pick it up over the reputations of being good spider moms. Oh, what? I never looked into that. So like, what's up with wolf spiders, Roses? So like, you want to be the wolf spider mom, or wolf spiders are just good moms? And Mothman says, my cat used to love chilling with me when I hid in my room all day as a teen. He would come down to wash up some dishes late at night. He just laid on our kitchen island and watched me. Aww. Yeah, I love cats. They're so adorable. They're like the bestest friends. I'm like low-key, like I feel like every year of owning a cat, I become more and more of like a we must save all the cats. And Rampage says, you got the gymnast cats? I got the jiu-jitsu ones apparently. Are your cats always wrestling? My cats wrestle sometimes. But they're like brother and sister, so it's more like the brother will like annoy the sister. Oh, Rosa says, they're just my favorite spiders lately. They carry their egg sac and then let their babies ride on their back until they're ready. Oh, it's very interesting. It's like a kangaroo almost, kinda. Or like a gorilla. That's adorable. So shout out to wolf spiders. Oh, did I already? I did. And brother says they're just not. Oh yeah, it's very interesting, like an opossum. I don't know what an opossum is. Opossum. Oh, it's like a normal. Okay, I didn't know a possum was an opossum this whole time. I thought it was always just possum. Possums are cute. But I actually all the you see like possum memes, Roses, where it's just like, get away from my trash. This is my trash. Yes, lol, yeah. Heck yeah. Shouts out to Gabriel. And Who's It says, they are cute until they walk out in the middle of the road with a death wish. I know, yeah. Yeah, I wish they understood the streets more. Look out these streets, man. Cool. If Bruce says, I hate when animals do that, yeah. What's extra scary is when like you see like a cat and like I don't know, that's not their fault. Yeah, Roses, it's not their fault. Like I remember, like you know, whenever you like see a cat and you're like walking down the street and you're like, "Hi, cat," and they look at you, and then they're like, "I'm just running across the street." It's like, no, stop, stop, because they get scared because you're like just walking down the street and they see you and they decide, "I'm gonna run across the street." And I don't know, a couple times we're like. I like was walking down the street, saw a cat, and there was like a car coming, and I was like, just like walking, and the cat saw me and just like bolted across the street, and I'd like yelled at the car, "Stop!" You know what I mean? But yeah, see what they did with the fiber? No. Thankfully, none of them ever got hurt, but I don't know. Every time it's like, I cannot handle seeing this. Please. Who is this? Says almost ran one over after leaving a Walmart one night. Next time he paid me a visit as a thank you for not running me over. Oh, that's adorable. That's really cute, but also like terrifying. Yeah, I've never hit an animal driving. Thank everything that I haven't. But Yeah, there's been a couple close calls. Just driving driving around my apartment complex. The story I just told about like someone walking. Yeah, there was one time in my apartment complex, like not too long ago actually, where someone was just walking and one of like the apartment cats like decided, let's just run across both these cars at the same time. So like the cat ran in front of me, I slammed on my brakes, honked the horn, and the other car, the guy was on their phone, looked up because I honked my horn and was like, ugh! So like it was like they almost got hit by 2 cars, and I don't know. It was like peak dumb cat. I was like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Your brother says, I would happily crash for an animal, but then stress the consequences. Yeah, no, same. Who's it says the brain cell was not in their favor that day. Yeah, no, for real. It is nice to see when like street cats kind of get like, oh, I understand, I can't cross the street because those things go really fast and they can hurt me. But some cats are just like, no, my brain cell just isn't turned on. But also a funny joke I told at the tarot thing I go to. We were like doing readings for each other, and I was saying that like one of the people there put me on a couple of good YouTubers. So when it came down to their turn, I was like, well, the cards are saying you got good taste in YouTube. And she like started crying laughing. Because it's not what it said at all. Well, actually, low-key, it kind of did. But you know, it would be a crazy stretch to say it that way. But what else is going on? Just learned a lot. I was watching more 2 slimy videos. I watched the whole podcast on Carl Jung. That was really cool. Because you know, like back in the day, there was Sigmund Freud, and then Carl Jung. They were like the 2 people who like invented psychology, pretty much. So that was really cool to like learn about their history and stuff. Carl Jung was really interesting because he was like super big into like synchronicities, which is kind of trippy. Because he invented like collective unconscious. So like, I don't know, it's like a concept that like a psychological concept that we're all kind of like feeling, or we all like are conditioned the same way collectively. You know what I mean? As we grow up psychologically. So that was like his thing. But then he was a little bit more open to like woo stuff. Whereas Sigmund Freud was like, bro, you're tripping. So yeah, but it's kind of funny because it's like Sigmund Freud was like, "You're tripping, Carl Jung. Everyone actually wants to just be intimate with their parents." It's like, whoa, bro, chill. And Sigmund Freud, and then Carl Jung was like, "I believe in synchronicities." Yeah, Sky. Sigmund Freud was constantly on coke. Yeah, Sigmund Freud was always hyped up on cocaine, dude. And Carl Jung was like, I believe in synchronicity. Like, you know what I mean? Interesting characters for sure. Wait, let me grab some more iron into the box. But y'all don't mind. I think after this last order, we'll call it here. I'm going to the gym. Hey, simply, I was telling Roses and I talked about it, or I guess all of us did talk about it last time. But I'll probably start shooting for like 2.5-hour streams, just because I noticed that people tend to like start going to bed around now. So when we start streaming, I notice everyone's like, "Oh, let's go." But then people tend to like, you know, it's late Sunday. People at work tomorrow, and especially on the East Coast. So yeah. But yeah, so guy says, "Oh yeah," and that, yeah. Yeah, there's like an older guy I was talking to the other day. I was talking to him about Carl Jung, and he was like, "Yeah, that Freud fellow. And he said that one thing," and I was like, "Oh, I never felt like that right now." Yeah. And Rosa says, you can even end it earlier depending on the mood. I wouldn't mind. Oh, thank you, Roses. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I have fun though. You know what I mean? So I have fun too. But yeah. And Batman says, yeah, it's a little past 11 now and I gotta be up at 6. Dang, dude. Well, yeah, if you would have, good luck. Yeah, this whole week my sleep was so bad. Because I just like said yes to too many things. So because of that, it was like all week long. I was like, all right, sleep 10 hours this day, 4 hours this day, 10 hours this day, 4 hours this day. It was like a really weird sleep schedule. I like put myself through. And Subideo says, all good, that makes sense because I fall into that category too. Well, yeah. In second, oh, thank you, Subideo. But yeah, there's a lot of shouts out to people on the East Coast, man. I appreciate y'all. Because I've always been West Coast my whole life. Even when I moved, everyone in the US I've lived has been all across the West Coast. I was in like Seattle, visited Portland a bunch, and I lived in like the Bay Area for a bit in SoCal, and now it's like Arizona. But I've never gone like past Arizona in terms of where I've lived. But one of these days, I feel like at some point I'm gonna live on the East Coast. I couldn't tell you when, but I just feel it in my bones. And it says, we'll welcome you when that day comes. And thank you, yeah. Yeah, where would I want to live on the East Coast? Where could I? I don't think I could live in New York. Because it's just too, I don't know. The thing, like, New York genuinely terrifies me. Because every time I'm there, it's like, I feel like time moves faster. And it's just like that, because I already feel like right now, I like never have enough time in the day. When I'm in New York, it's like I wake up and it's like, well, wow, it's 10 p.m. 5 minutes later. And I'm like, that's terrifying to me. Like, I feel like my life is just slipping out of my life. If that, you know what I mean? That makes any sense? Like, you know, when like Hercules, in the movie Hercules, when he's like falling to the thing and like he just starts aging, like that's how if I moved in New York, that's how I feel. That's where oh God. Wait, what? And that and the rats. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that that's one thing like growing up out here too. It's like, you know, on cartoons and stuff, like, oh my God, there's rats. And that, like, you know, grow up in LA, I've never been like, rats. I've only seen rats once in my life. But when you go to New York, it's like, yeah, they're everywhere. But rats are kind of cute. I don't know. I think I told you I dated someone once who had like, I mean, pet rats are different than like street rats. But yeah, fancy rats are kind of cute, dude. And somebody else says, but with the mayor though, New York seems like a good place to be. I move out to the suburbs if I could. Oh yeah. Mom Donnie's kind of crushing it. I feel like every day it's like Mom Donnie saved the world again. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Skyra says the rats just want some pizza. Yeah, they really do. They just want to like raise some turtles and eat some pizza. It's just so wrong. Rosa says that one video of a rat dragging a pizza slice. I know, it's so adorable. It's so comedy. And let me grab the keychain, so that's already good. Boom. Yeah, I couldn't imagine living in New York. I may probably do like Maine. I don't know. I heard Maine has like hella good seafood, and it's like super cheap up there. I'd be kind of down to check it out. I don't think I can handle the weather in Florida. It'd be too humid for me. I've never done like humid heat. I've only ever done like dry heat. I low key want to go to Chicago. I feel like if I were to move to the East Coast, is Chicago East Coast? East Coast. Is Chicago East Coast? Let me know, East Coasters. I think I get shot because Chicago has like crazy gun violence, but like keeping it real. But I feel like I have people from Chicago all the time that are just like, yo, man, I mess with you, bro. Like, I feel like I get along with a lot of Chicago people. And Batman says, Chicago is not East Coast. Dang, okay. And who is it says, you just wouldn't survive Florida. This guy says, I'm surprised anyone could survive Florida. Yeah. It's uninhabitable, yeah. Dang. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Everyone from Florida makes it, yeah, that I've talked to. Because there has to be a reason why it's that cheap, you know what I mean? Because no one actually wants to weather-wise. And Roses, I may go there for a family visit. Chicago or Florida, Roses? Oh, it's funny I brought up Chicago, because yeah, this is the Aram who did the remix. They're in Chicago. And in fact, I had a friend that visited Chicago recently. I was like, yo, Aram, give me all the spots. And he sent me like the whole like local Chicagoan Bible of like every deep dish pizza place you need to go to and stuff like that for my friend. And I was like, oh, thank you, man. And Roses says Chicago. And Roses says, wow. I mean, if you want it, I could send it to you, Roses. If you, I mean, no pressure, but if you send me an email, I could just copy paste what he sent me and send it to you as well. If you're interested. I got the locals guide to Chicago. And to be fair, it is based on where my buddy's hotel was. My buddy's hotel was like kind of near central Chicago, so it wouldn't be that far off of wherever I assume you would be. Well, I got no clue if it's still happening, but I'll take it if it gets brought up again. Okay, yeah. If it gets brought up again, just let me know, Roses, and I can send it over to you if you want it. No pressure if not. Two more. And Fat Man says, as a South Carolinian who's lived here my whole life, the humidity can still suck the life out of you some days, especially when it's like 100 degrees and humidity is 100%. That's crazy. Just rain and instead of getting cooler, it just got hotter. Yeah. I actually watched a video the other day. What's it called? Talking about like, have you heard of like wet bulb temperature? Essentially, like the way sweat works is that the sweat evaporates off your body into the air, and that's what cools you down. But if your sweat stops working, you can overheat and die. So when it's like 100% humidity, it's like extra dangerous because if your sweat won't work. It just won't evaporate. So you might want to keep an eye on that, dude. If I may, just throw that out there. Not to be, it was a YouTube video. What do I know? You've lived your whole life, so you know, but you know better than I would. But I watched a scary YouTube video the other day about situations like that. But yeah, I have a lot of friends in North Carolina. Wait, is that where Raleigh is? I have some friends in Raleigh. They're like living their best life out in Raleigh, wherever that is. Yeah. And, you know, Nashville, that's in Tennessee, right? That's where Basic Printer is. I hang out with Basic Printer. Because it says, as a North Carolinian, same effect, you can't win. Oh, dang. That's a bummer. That's crazy. What else on the East Coast could so super random lore about me is that I have an aunt in Kentucky. So I used to visit Kentucky like when I was like 10 years old, like once a year-ish. And I like sweet tea, I know that. That's the only time. Is Kentucky East Coast? It's like not too far from Chicago. Yeah, let me know East Coast. Is it Kentucky East Coast? I don't know. I'm from the West Coast, man. I don't know nothing. Somebody else says, I consider North Carolina after being there for visiting family. Rural but nice. Yeah, I've heard the Carolinas are like, that's like raise a family America, you know what I mean? Like I'm here to just put on a cowboy hat and chill, you know what I mean? Ain't much going on. It's, yeah. What's the one meme of like the farmer? It ain't rough, but it's honest work or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not amazing, but it's a nice, honest lifestyle. Fat Man says not necessarily East Coast, but definitely the South. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because the other day I was thinking like, could I go to the South? Everyone treated me nice when I was in Kentucky. But again, I was 10, so I probably wouldn't notice if anyone was treating me crazy. Thank you, Simply Dale. It's not much, but it's honest work. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you know it. Cherry Cole says, sorry. What's up, Cherry? Yeah, no, don't be sorry. How you doing? How's your Sunday? We're about to start wrapping up, Cherry Cole. I'm not gonna lie to you after I do this last order. But how you doing? I'm still happy to check in on you. Hello. And Fat Man says, yeah, being in Arroyo is nice, so you gotta drive 30 minutes to get to a decent sized town. Oh yeah, that would suck. Yeah, that'd be annoying. Look, dude, I'm telling you, my quality of life in Phoenix has gone up so much just because anything you want to do out here for some reason, you don't drive more than 20 minutes. It's really weird how they designed the city where everything is within a 20-minute drive. Just because there's never any traffic, so it's like, and the whole city is like freeways everywhere. I'm like, yo, whoever designed the city, you are the MVP. And Spider-Man movie, lol. Oh yeah. Yeah, Cherry Cole, we were talking about that earlier, but we're gonna talk about it more on Tuesday just because oh, you just got back from it. Oh, sick. Well, we'll talk about it on Tuesday, Cherry Cole, just because some people here still haven't seen it. Because I was ready to go in about the Spider-Man movie. Everybody says don't pull a Tom, Groovy, but like Tom and Jerry? Which Tom? I'm sorry, my brain is missing all the references. Somebody else, it's time to get a hybrid. Well, yeah, no, for real. Yeah, low-key, I got my Scion TC. I wish it was a little better on what's it called? Mileage. Oh, Tom Holland. Lamau, yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Chet Roses, I immediately was like, no spoilers, Jericho, please. Not yet. Thank you for the reminder, Roses. Yeah, Jericho was a second where like I was trying, like I was like thinking so hard of everything I was saying so I wasn't spoiling anything. So I was like, every word I said, I was like, not a spoiler. Okay, the word "the" is not a spoiler. I could say it. You know what I mean? Like one word at a time. Yeah, third part, like, can you change subject, Shaw, please? I'm gonna spoil on accident. Da-da-da-da. We were talking about, oh yeah, East Coast stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, but everything in Arizona is like 20-minute drive. It's awesome. Oh god. What happened? Yeah, what's wild is I had to buy another one of these like cardboard cutters because I got lazy and I tried to cut too much cardboard at once and I broke the whole thing and I was like, oh. Like I had like a stack of like 5 pieces of cardboard and I was like forcing it through and the cardboard like jammed into the actual set. I was like, oh no. What was crazy though is that I cut my finger the other day because I like had like I scratched my finger doing something else and I like jammed the scissors into my hand and I was like, ah, I cut my finger off. That looked, all I did was like bump it, but my brain didn't know yet, so it was like, you know what I mean? My brain just immediately assumed, yep. Who just said you learned your lesson that day? I really did, yeah. But it was also just because I was like, I don't know, I've been like, when it comes to packing orders, I've been like really bad this week. Where I like, it'll be 4 a.m. and I'm like, I could pack these orders in like an hour, and it's like 9 a.m. I'm like, well, here we are. Like, on Thursday, I had just a bunch to do this. Like, this week was so busy for me. On Thursday, I couldn't start packing orders till 3 in the morning. I packed orders literally till 9 a.m. and then just was like, you know what? I'm already up. So I just went to the post office, dropped them off like as soon as they opened. And the person was like, how's your morning going? And I was like, I'm going to bed. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, I've been up all night, dude, just packing these orders. And they were like, well, good night. And the Legend of Zelda fan, what's up, dude? God, I love this song. I bumped this entire album literally every day at work. Oh, dude, thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear. I'm glad you like the song, dude. Yeah, I like the song too. Look, it's not mine, dude. I appreciate it. How's your Sunday going? And thanks for bumping it at work too. I hope everyone else you're bumping it for is liking it. That like comes across it. We need some paper. Ugh. Cool. All right. And Fat Man says, all right, people, I'm heading out. Dude, thanks for stopping by, Fat Man. Yeah, I'm about to stop streaming. Literally, like, I'm going to put some tape on this, and then we're going to start wrapping it up. What's the one Eric Andre thing? It's time to wrap it up. Or, like, was it SpongeBob? Where they, like, had, like, the little thing, and they just, like, night, Fat Man, dude, take it easy, dude. Good luck at waking up at 6 in the morning for work tomorrow, dude. All right, cool. Just gotta print this for Miguel. And what does it say? 1 pound, 5 ounce. But yeah, other than that, still watching videos from Streaming University, like other people talking about. Dude, Ludwig was kind of spitting about Streaming University, about all like their tips for streamers and stuff. That was really cool. And I was like watching someone who like owns like they're like a VTuber who owns their own like sponsorship company for Twitch streamers, talking about like, you know, their side of the industry and how they see it and stuff like that. And I was like, oh wow. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. What else? Dun, 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 dun. And with Wild 2, have you all heard of CJ the X? He's like a YouTuber. He does a bunch of like video essays on like random stuff. But that's one video I watched like while packing orders at 9 in the morning. Did a really good video breaking down like all the different versions of Kiki's delivery service, particularly like the changes between like the Japanese version and the English dub, and like, because like kind of the point of Kiki's delivery, like the point they made is like there's like one big point thing that really stuck a lot was kind of the point of Kiki's delivery service is about like watching, especially the intro is about like watching a young person essentially like coming of age story of them like finding out what it's like to be on their own and like finding their way and stuff like that. And in the Japanese, it's very much like really focuses on like the parents like letting go of control and being like, oh well, like, you know, this is what our daughter needs to do. Whereas in the English version, there's like so many little like lines to be like, oh well, you're coming back, right? Like you'll be safe. Like ha 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 ha. Hey, English parents, like don't worry. your kids would never just leave like this. You know what I mean? It was kind of like wild how like just the dub itself like kind of really changed the context of like that like intro of the movie. Like the whole premise of the movie was kind of modified. And I was like, wow, I didn't know you could, you know, like they made a good point that they kind of really changed the point of the movie just through the dubbing. So that was trippy. And that's why I'd be watching subs. I'm messing around. But no, actually, yeah, I'm more of a subs guy. Do y'all like neon vectors? Oh my god. This is my neon vectors bag I got from Neon Vectors herself. You can't see it that well. Back when she played a show at like in LA a while ago. Yeah, Neon Vectors is like a super dope feature from artist from Mexico. Those said cool, yeah. Yeah. But I've had it for so many years now, it's all like washed and stuff. This video says, it's been a while since I listened to her stuff, but very nice. Hey, thank you, yeah. Yeah, her stuff is banging. But sick. But okay, we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna do the rest of the orders when I get back from the gym. Turn this off for now. Put this down for now. I'm gonna do something for the thumbnail. Oh, I got you wouldn't be able to see it that well. Okay, I'll show you something else I got. One last thing. I got a vaporwave head. My buddy used to throw shows in Arizona, and for my birthday, they were like, "Here's your birthday gift, but also, I don't need this anymore, so you can have it now." And I was like, all right, bet. And I got like a concrete Greek statue vaporwave head thing for my buddy. So like, next time you throw a show, bring this with you. And I was like, oh, bet. So yeah. And later, King, catch you around, dude. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this for the thumbnail. Your face is, ooh, I see Neon Vectors on Bandcamp. Nice. Yeah, Neon Vectors, her stuff is really good. It's feature funk. It's a little more housey though, but it's dope. Here, let me see if I can get my face closer. Hopefully that looks good. But cool. All right, we'll call it here. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, good night, Roses. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah, if you're free on Tuesday, we're streaming on Tuesday. But catch you around, Roses. Catch you around, who was it? Ciao. Dale, catch you. Good to see you again, dude. Thanks for stopping by. King, catch you around. Rampage, catch you around. Batman already headed out. Cherry Cola, catch you around if you're still watching. I hope you enjoy the Spider-Man movie. If you're here on Tuesdays, Cherry Cola, let's talk about Spider-Man. And so you have to watch it tomorrow. So we're gonna talk about it. Oh, you're gonna got the ticket. I'm just messing with you, but yeah. Skyer, catch you around, dude. Take it easy. Mothman, catch you around. Nixer, catch you around. I'll pack your order right as soon as I'm get back in the gym. Nixer, cute, catch you around. And I think that's everyone I can see in the chat. And LOZ fan, Legend fan, I'll catch you around, dude. And somebody else says, absolutely got them bought for 505. I'm ready tomorrow. Okay, sick. Heck yeah. But yeah, catch you around. I always said bye to Skyer, but bye again, Skyer, just in case. Yeah, I'll catch you around. See you Tuesday. And take it easy, y'all. All right. Peace.